Some say that he's an SCP experiment, others say that he's not. So what exactly is Siren Head? Last time we saw an animation where Jackson really thought he could go up against Siren Head with a little tiny shotgun, and we basically saw him get eaten by Siren Head. So today we are reacting to Siren Head the Creation animation by SCP Animated, the same people who made the last animation, Tales from the Foundation. And this is actually 15 on trending, which is absolutely insane. But today I'm guessing we're about to find out how Siren Head was created. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Siren Head is an SCP creation, or is he something else? Well, let's get right into this video. If you guys want to see more reaction videos like this in the future, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on my post notifications. Siren Head is actually going crazy on the internet right now, so we have to check this out. I hope you guys enjoy. Oh. There's Jackson and his mom getting eaten by Siren Head. I never oh, there he is. That's where he got eaten up. Like, how did he not expect this? He really tried to go up against it with a boom. Oh, wait, he's still alive? I thought he died. Unless he's inside of Siren Head.
It's about time. I've been wondering if you were gonna wake up at all.
What? Huh?
Where am I?
Jackson's alive?
How did I get here?
Well, my
I
friend, you
imagine
got
the same
eaten.
way I did. Him.
Right. I guess I never considered it had a gender. It
Him.
was always just this thing. This
So Siren Head
monster.
is a guy, basically.
Name's Charlotte. And if it's any consolation, I'm sorry your luck has brought you here.
The survivors
Jackson.
of Siren Head.
Same to you.
What's your story? Clearly you already know about the Siren Head. Have you had run-ins with him before?
You could say that. He took my mom.
I wonder why his mom got taken. Milo! I feel so bad for this
I've never
dog.
fully recovered. I mean, I went after the guy with just an axe and a shotgun. How nutty must I have been? Every night for years.
That's
when
what
I
I
laid
was
my head
saying.
down, it wasn't the swaying of the wheat or the chirp of the crickets I heard.
Like, you need at least a
It was the
bazooka to
distorted,
take out
muffled
Siren Head.
voice of my mother speaking to me.
Or a tank.
It was Siren Head.
Wow,
The voice
that all
of Siren
sounds
Head.
really rough. I know you've probably heard
What's
it from
her
everyone
story?
close to you, but it isn't your fault, Jackson.
Oh, I know it isn't my fault. It's his. Now
No,
tell
it's
me,
your fault for
how
going
did you
into
find
the
yourself
woods.
down here?
Mine might not be as tragic as yours, but it is complicated to say the least. In my former life, I was a doctor. Well, at least I was training to be one.
Was
When it all
she the
began,
one
I
who
was simply
created?
a resident, under the tutelage
Siren
of the master surgeon, Dr. Vincent Henderson. God, did I respect that man. There was no problem he couldn't fix, big or small. Man, if he wasn't set on fixing everything he could. Luckily, I felt the same way. I thought the two of us could change the world. I would have followed him to the end of the earth. Sometimes it feels like I did.
She was in love
About
with
2
that
years
doctor,
into my
man.
residency, he became extremely focused on philanthropic aid. We started taking trips to hospitals in more impoverished areas, volunteering entire weekends at a time. He kept pushing me harder, saying that we needed to do more. It was our civic duty. I was constantly exhausted. I couldn't catch a break. If it was anybody else, I would have given up and found a new surgeon to study under, but he
But
was
she
so
was
inspiring.
blinded. She was
I
so
pushed through
blinded
so
by
much
love.
exhaustion and pain for him and for the people we were helping. Invariably, there were patients that we could do nothing for. Either we were too late or they were too sick. And over time, I
Did one
started
of
to
them
become
turn
accustomed
into
to death,
Siren
as
Head?
most doctors do. But Vincent took it hard every single time. He said it felt like he personally failed them. One night, we were closing up his practice.
What
and
is that?
Pulled a bottle of gin out of his desk drawer. Told me I could stay for
Oh,
a drink
that's
if I'd like.
alcohol.
And of course I did.
I thought that was some sort of potion that turned him into Siren Head.
Going on his usual tirade, berating himself for not doing enough. He said that every patient who died in his care was a life that he'd wasted. That stuck out to me. He never said that before. So I tried consoling him, saying that it wasn't up to him what they did with their lives. Then he looked at me intensely and said, maybe not, but
Secret
there
room?
is something we can do with their deaths. He had me follow him into an exam room at the back of the practice. Pushed a floor-to-ceiling storage cabinet aside to reveal a metal door that I'd never seen before.
Experimentation room where he's been hiding his secret experiments.
Hey, Milo.
Oh no. There's no way Jackson's still alive at this point. Oh, poor doggy. He's just looking for his owner, Jackson.
Wow. A secret room. What was in there?
Vincent's up to some
The room was a
good
cold
stuff.
storage unit.
Naughty,
I'd never known
naughty.
about it all my months of working with him. He unlocked it and
Keeping
ushered me
secrets, I
inside.
see.
I remember the shock, mostly. And the
Oh
smell.
gosh.
There were 4 bodies laying on metal exam tables covered in
What is
thin
this
white
man
sheets.
doing?
Panic started to rise and every muscle in my body was ready to run, but a certain curiosity
That is
held
so
me
creepy.
back. He walked to the first body and looked at me before lifting the sheet.
You ready for this?
It was a Caucasian male, about 40, bloated and extremely pale. His skull had been opened and sewn shut again, and there were pins sticking
He's been
into his scalp.
experimenting with humans.
There was a speaker
dead
in his
humans.
mouth, stretching his lips abnormally wide. The second body Vincent uncovered was a
Wait.
Middle Eastern female, no
Sirens. Has he been creating these? This
older
man
than
is
30.
sick. That
I could
man
tell
right
had
there,
been beautiful
sick.
before she was hacked up.
Ugh.
Third one was very thin, probably someone who suffered from anorexia. She was definitely less bloated than the others, but that could have been because
I
the
can't
body
imagine
was
seeing this in real life. This
fresher.
would be so disturbing.
At this point, my mind was
Yeah,
spinning
that'd
and
be
it felt
me right
hard
there.
to breathe. Vincent
Oh
barely
my
showed any
gosh.
emotion at all, probably just trying to gauge my reaction. He did hesitate slightly before revealing the last body, though. I couldn't tell
So
what it had
he was
been.
the one who created
The entire
Siren
head
Head.
had been removed. Instead of a neck, there was a metal pole sticking out from between the shoulders, and mounted on top of it was a large, cone-shaped speaker. More like a megaphone or a siren than a speaker, really. The body was completely emaciated. The skin was leathery, almost like it had been mummified.
I'm gonna stop you right there. This long-winded speech of yours really just boils down to your buddy creating this monster.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is, isn't it?
There's more to it. Really,
We? What do you mean, we?
Oh, Jackson's about to
listen.
beat her up.
Right
He's like,
after
"You
he
took
showed me
my
all
mom."
of that, he explained the project to me. He needed help, he said. The two of us were doing all that we could, but it wasn't enough.
Don't help
There
this
was
sick
still
man.
enormous suffering, even
This
within our immediate community.
Sick and
Through
demented
this loss
man.
of life, he said he could build something useful, bodies to help aid us if
He's
he could
manipulating
reanimate
you.
them.
This is
This
manipulation.
was going to be his greatest achievement.
I
And
don't
he asked me
care.
to help him. He
don't
said
care.
he was very close to finishing the project.
That's
and he
how
was sure
evil
his
people
next one
get you
would
to work for them.
But the operation would be delicate and lengthy. He needed me.
Needed.
So what? You're in love with this guy, and you just do anything he asks?
Jackson is so right.
It was complicated. I didn't say yes right away. I said I'd need time to think it over, which he agreed to. I knew it was disrespectful to the people whose bodies he used. I knew it was unnatural. Seriously, kid, I was torn about it. I couldn't sleep at night. My devotion to him and my
911, what is your emergency? Yeah, so this lady, because she was in love with this doctor, she basically led it to the end of the world. Yeah.
My belief in his work were pitted against this grotesque and extremely illegal project. But he procured
Illegal
a
for
body
sure.
just a couple days later, and when he called on me to step up, I just couldn't refuse.
Procured a body? Jesus, did you never ask where he got them from?
Of course I did. I had a lot of questions.
I thought Jackson
so many
was
that I
stupid.
thought he would accuse me
He's
of
actually
prying
smarter
and throw
than
me
I
out of his
thought.
office, or worse. but he was always patient and answered every question with the same calm logic he used that first night. The bodies were from a colleague of his. With the number of people that he helped, he'd won a ridiculous amount of
Liars
favors and trust
usually
in the
look at
community.
different directions, right? Why is she looking all over the
Why
place?
the speakers?
Oh, the muscles used to create speech are much harder to control than muscles in your arms or legs. These things didn't need to talk much, but if they were going to interact with our patients, they need to speak a little. So the speakers were easier than trying to get their mouths to work. Well, we only accomplished that once. On him.
And
I
that
wasn't even in the room for that part. He asked me to step out, but the rest of the operation was grueling.
that's probably Siren Head himself. All the other bodies were probably failures.
Attach the
This was the only
string
successful
wires
one.
around, graft muscle
my
onto metal,
gosh.
covered the really gross-looking parts with extra
So
skin.
creepy.
Felt more like an installation than an operation in some ways. He pumped that body full of steroids, had it attached to huge
wasn't even
monitors, used
human
electric
anymore.
charges.
This
It was
man
so
created a monster.
experimental. I had no idea how he came up with these techniques, if you could even call them that.
So I was right. You made it.
Oh.
Sure, we both did. I felt conflicted the entire time, but once the
What
thing came
the-
to life, you have to understand, I thought this would only lead to good things,
It
less
probably
suffering.
ate
I
Vincent.
was proud to some extent. At first, it seemed to go really well. We would give it simple commands, and it would listen. We just kept him in his office doing little tasks
Why
under
make it look like
supervision.
that though?
Then, I think, Vincent
attacked.
went back and worked on him a little more without me. He started growing. And by all laws of logic, that shouldn't have happened. He wasn't truly, really
He started
alive,
eating.
at least at first. He became more violent and hard to control, and one day he just broke through the wall of the office and ran off.
Oh
We tracked him
no.
down to this wooded area, and it wasn't hard. He created this path of destruction wherever he went. It wasn't anything like he does now, though. He was only about 10 feet tall at the time.
Gosh, he was growing.
When we found him, he was blundering around in circles.
And now what is he, like,
spouting
50
nonsense
feet,
from his
100
sirens.
feet up in
He
the air?
seemed confused, honestly. It was all just radio static and the occasional word jumble.
Uh-oh.
Vincent and I tried to talk to him, but he either didn't understand us anymore or didn't care.
He's about
what
to
we were
grab
saying.
Vincent and
Eventually, Vincent decided he was a lost cause and wanted to try again with a sixth body.
what?
By that point, I was thoroughly horrified at what our creation had
Yeah.
become. I told him I was out. I
You
couldn't
guys have
continue the
created
project
a
anymore. And I've
monster.
spent all my years since then tracking Siren Head, trying to figure out how to undo my mistake.
Milo, there you are.
Oh no.
Good boy.
Wait, that's the
Milo.
axe. The axe is still in his ankle. No! No, Milo, don't do it. He's about to eat Siren. Oh my, poor Milo. Wait, he's not eating Milo. Huh.
Do you have any idea what grief you've brought people?
Especially
I lost
Jackson.
my whole family because of this thing. Who knows what it's done to other people in the 12 years since then?
12
You think I
years.
haven't thought about that? I've spent my whole life trying to make up for what I did.
How could you create something you had no control over?
But we did! I don't know what Vincent did to it after that first operation. That's what made us lose control.
Evil
Sounds like
scientist,
you're trying
man.
to tell yourself you're not to blame. Like you weren't responsible for everything it's done.
Ah,
No, that's not true.
I
at
can hear
all.
his anger. He's probably gonna try killing her. Whoa! What just happened? Oh! Jackson's probably not gonna help her. He's like, you got what you deserve. Oh my
I
god.
don't think so.
Oh,
You killed my mother.
what a savage. Oh my gosh. To be continued. Dang. I did not realize these animations were gonna be this intense. Guys, you have to go and subscribe to SCP Animated Tales from the Foundation. Alright guys, go leave a like on their animation as well. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy watching these animations, and if you guys have any suggestions for what you guys want me to react to in the future, tell me in the comments down below, because I do read your comments, even though, you know, even if I don't respond to every single comment down there, just leave a comment because I do read them. But anyways, join the Rage Nation today. We just hit 300,000 subscribers. I actually have a little special video coming out very, very soon. I don't know when I'm gonna make that yet, but anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.